not decorating today all the way, but I thought I would go ahead and just place my living room tree up and see what I think. So I'm still playing with it, but I think it's pretty. It is very realistic when it comes to touch and feel. So, and then I noticed it has like this little, it has a little push button controller, and the function number 1 is a steady, then there's a twinkle and shimmering, and then an off. So it's on steady right now. That's the twinkle. So that's what it would look like with the little twinkle lights. Kind of hard to see because it's still daylight out. But, and then the off mode. So I need to fix the top. Looks like it's kind of leaning, but I guess that makes it realistic looking. So I'm still going to work with it, but I just wanted to kind of at least stand it up. And then I'm kind of ahead of the game when it comes to decorating the rest of the room.
All right, friends. So welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to get started. I say we, it's me. I'm actually going to get started. And nobody else is helping me here. I'm doing it all by myself. But I'm going to get started in decorating the living room. Now, I have full intentions of doing a full living room decorate with me. However, this video is not that, and there will not be that kind of video, because in the process of decorating my living room on this evening, my camera SIM card became too full. And so I had to bring it upstairs, download all my footage. Those of you who are YouTubers, you understand this. I had just, okay, let me just say it the way I would say it. I had a buttload full of footage on my SIM card, and I had to get it off of there. And so when I did, it took like 2 hours. Well, I was in the process of decorating. I was not going to stop and sit and wait and then come back. I know I probably should have, and I'm sorry. If you guys would rather have that, I apologize, because I just was if you've seen my whole house, it looked like a Christmas bomb had just exploded. So, and my OCDs just cannot take that stuff. So there were certain things that got decorated on this evening that you will not see in this video. You will not see me actually decorating them. However, you will see what I did when I do my Christmas house tours. So in one sense, if you enjoy those kind of decorate with me's, you lost that. But on the other hand, if you just enjoy like coming and looking and seeing what I did, and I'll kind of explain how I did things, then that will be the video for you. So last year I did more of decorate with me's. This year didn't work out so much. JJ had just left prior to me starting on all of this, so I was quite getting through some emotions. That video will be to come. I'm getting ready to work on editing that video, but I started working on it the other night, and I'm a blubbering mess. So it's tough, but yeah, she's gone. And so once she left, I started, because like I said, I want to get all of this stuff decorated before our Christmas cookie baking day, which is coming soon. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I apologize if you're here for the whole decorate living room. That's not what this is. So that's why this video is going to be really short, because I'm just working on my bookshelves. However, as I was even working on my bookshelves, that's when my SIM card kind of filled up. And so you're going to see some things be placed without actually seeing me place those things. And I'll show you what they are as we go along. But we're going to get started in today's video, and we're going to work on these bookshelves.
All right, so I have pulled as much as I possibly can. It looks like a disaster in here, and looks like a bomb blew off, because I have Christmas all in this section. And over here on the floor, I have my regular decor that I took down because I may incorporate some of that stuff back. So it's always going to look worse before it looks better. So we're going to get started. I think where I'm going to start is on one of my bookshelves. I'm going to start trying to decorate those and get those set.
Okay, so if you've ever watched me decorate in any of my videos before, especially even my last one with my dining room hutch, you will know that I do not decorate one shelf at a time. I will jump back and forth because I just kind of look and see what my eye likes best. And so I do like putting these houses at the top of these bookcases. I did that last year and I just wanted to do it again this year. So you'll see me kind of bounce back and forth between the two.
All right, if you remember in, I think one of my videos, I showed you guys these candles that I purchased. Off of Amazon, and they look like Christmas trees and they flicker little candles. So I'm going to use these on my sconces for Christmas tree candles this year. Let me grab some batteries. All right, so they have batteries. You probably can't see them glowing for the light, but they have batteries in them now. Okay, so I saw this, you know how you'll see little vignettes or whatever set up, you know, on Pinterest or wherever, and I saw this and I liked kind of the way it was set up. So let me show you what I'm looking at here. Let me get out from underneath the light. You might be able to see it a little bit better. Maybe. If you can kind of see that a little bit, there you go. I think it's focusing better there. But just the shape of that frame with the Christmas tree print, the bells, the vase, and, you know, the stems in the background with the greenery. I just kind of like the way that it was all set up. So I had those prints and I found this frame in, I think it was TJ Maxx. And so I framed that print to give me the Christmas tree picture. So it's a little different, obviously. It's not the same picture. You can see, different picture, but the reflection of the Christmas tree is in there. But it's the same shape. So I'm going to try to recreate, possibly not the same, obviously not the same vase, but just kind of recreate that on my shelves with maybe a little bit of my own flair. This one or this one, but I think I'm going to go with this one, the books. So, since this is our built-ins, our bookcases, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. I don't like it, can always change it. This is like one of the best ways to decorate for Christmas, because you just will change out your prints from year after year. And if your style changes, as far as the picture goes, you just change the insert of the picture. So I think that is absolutely beautiful. And it's kind of like another dupe from Hobby Lobby. They have a beautiful big one. I would have loved to have purchased, but I did not. I purchased enough this year, and these excellent dupes. So a little smaller, but we're gonna make do. Some of these I'm gonna use in the kitchen when we get there.
Okay, friends, so this is the point where you didn't see me place a lot of this stuff on these shelves, but I did come back later and add these berries. This shelf is super special to me because the bowl was my mother-in-law's, and I filled it with little Christmas balls, greenery, pine cones, little beads, and berries, and just something simple and basic. The picture is a picture of my kids with their pappy on the very last Thanksgiving that he was with us. And then the Christmas tree I placed inside of his old spittoon. Now, some of you might be like, ooh, that's gross. It's cleaned out. It's fine. But it just kind of, it always sat beside his chair. And so I think it works for putting the Christmas tree in. And so this whole shelf is like super special. That little snowman was made for us by a friend of my husband's at his job. He carved it and made it for us. So I just love how that little shelf turned out. It's kind of like a little sentimental shelf. But that is how this side of the bookcase turned out. You missed me putting the little cloche on the book, on top of the books and different things. But, you know, it is what it is sometimes. And I really thought about going back, and even when I decorated on this evening, that shelf behind my couch, that's one of my favorite things to decorate. And I decorated behind there on that evening. And I really thought about, oh, I'll just go downstairs the next day, take all the stuff off, and I'll refilm it. I just didn't. No, I didn't do that. I'm sorry. This girl ain't got the time for that stuff, with working full time, with being in school, and trying to do YouTube for fun. So I will give you guys the grand finale when I do the home tour. But I am sorry that you missed me decorating all those things, but you will get to see them. And I am super stoked with how that shelf turned out. This shelf here, I normally place a full nativity scene. I have that whole set right there, a full nativity. But this year, I just kept it simple and just had Mary, Joseph, and little baby Jesus, and just put them on top of the Bible and fix them on the shelf. Obviously, a picture of our little adopted daughter, and just some books on top of a Christmas book with some Santa boots and some greenery. Just keeping it very simple. And I absolutely love how this dupe turned out. I think that it turned out really well. Let me know what you think about my little dupe from the little picture vignette in the comments below. But that's going to be the end of today's video. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe. Comment down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload a video. And Lord willing, friends, there'll be another one. Bye. Merry Christmas.